This is the Great Legend, and I am coming at you live. And tonight we are talking WWE Survivor Series 2016. Tonight's PPV had Raw and SmackDown both participating. Red versus blue, blue versus red. Man, get it in your head, because we got a good little show for you tonight coming at you live. This is The Great Legend. You can always subscribe to The Great Legend at youtube.com/rdowdy95, where The Great Legend is always coming at you live, fans. Always coming at you live. And had my buddy Hank over. We had some Chicken Express. We was eating some chicken tenders. We was dipping them in the gravy. We was having the fried okra. We was having some mashed potatoes and gravy. And man, I tell you, it was, as Booker T says, it was good. It was good. So, Survivor Series. I was pretty pumped up for this one because, you know, last time we had Hell in a Cell, Raw only pay-per-view. And like I've always said most recently in my last PPV review videos, SmackDown has been impressing me. Now, I know what you're saying. I know Raw has the awesome female wrestlers. These women are phenomenal wrestlers. You got Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Bayley, the powerhouse Nia Jax, and all that good crew. But over on the SmackDown side, you got Dolph Ziggler, the show-off. Only problem is Dolph wasn't in tonight's pay-per-view thanks to Miz beating him for the Intercontinental title on SmackDown over the damn week, which kind of sucked. And we'll get to that damn match here in a second. I want to talk a little bit about the pre-show. You know, if you get to go on WWE Network, get to watch a little bit of that pre-show. Pre-show was, you know, it's kind of, had a 3-on-3 cruiserweight battle that I didn't even get to really watch, but I know the good guy teams, the TJ Perkins, his team won, so that is what it is, you know. So that was okay. But then the next match was pretty cool because it was Luke Harper, one of my favorite big men in the squared circle, and the old school legend Kane. Kane was there to bring a little bit of hell to the people. This show, for me, I'll get to the show results here in a little bit. Of course, Kane picked up a victory, which was pretty cool on the pre-show. You know, he's, you know, one of those stalwarts who pretty much there to just help the younger guys along, you know, make the younger guys look good. And later in the night, Luke Harper made his own comeback, so that was kind of cool too. They opened up the normal show with the women's 5-on-5 elimination match. But before I get to that, I want to talk about a guy who's really a cool dude. I haven't heard him talk much about comics lately, but man, if you want to know about wrestling, if you want to know about daytime soaps, I just kind of love it because he likes daytime soaps. I haven't watched any soaps in a really long time. But let me tell you this guy, fans. His name is Nathan Banks, and he is old school. He's been one of my subscribers for a real long time, and he's a pretty cool dude. So check out Nathan Space Banks. Tonight, I didn't get to catch it. I was so busy. I was working and went to church earlier today. But he had predictions for Survivor Series. I have to go back and watch them and see if those predictions came true. But the first match we had was the women's 5-on-5 traditional elimination Survivor Series style match. It was Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, man. And it was your basic 5-on-5, you know, no BS in there. The teams were, for SmackDown, was captained up by Nikki Bella, Carmella, Alexa Bliss. I'm trying to remember some of these names. I mean, it's 5-on-5. There's a lot of names to remember. The Glow. Who's the Glow? Naomi. And Becky Lynch, of course. SmackDown's women champion. And that team was facing up against your big ones like Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Nia Jax, and it was good to see Foxy in the house. Alicia Fox got a little love in there. That was nice. I always liked Alicia Fox. But prior to the match, and I guess we'll find out what happened on SmackDown, but it looks like Nikki Bella was attacked behind the scenes. And I think it was the SmackDown coach, Natalya, good old Natty. I think she attacked Nikki so she could be on the team. And that's what we got. Someone attacked her, so we got Natty instead. The match started out actually, pretty decent. I had strong hopes because the women are, one of the big reasons why I still watch wrestling. It kind of went like this. Carmella, she got knocked out first. I can't really remember what the hell was going on. Just a bunch of crap was going on. But I tell you what, man, when Nia Jax got tagged in the ring, she was beasting on everybody in there. So it was cool to see Nia Jax just go to town. Finally, they got her out. I don't remember who got her out or whatever, but the order of elimination went like this. Carmella went out. Alicia Fox, she went out. Naomi went out. Sasha Banks went out really early, which was kind of sucky. It was like Sasha and Nia Banks, man, they got out. But there was this one move. Nia Jax, man, whipping that ass. Becky and God, I don't know if it was Natalya or Naomi or what the hell was going on, but they tried to do a double suplex on Nia, and she did the suplex to both of them at the same time. I was like, damn. But anyway, Bliss, it was just all over the place. I mean, like I said, it's hard for me to remember all the stuff that went down. But in the end, you had Charlotte and Bayley of Team Raw. They won. And at the end of the match, since Bayley got the Bayley to belly, who did she get that move on? She just... Damn, I don't even remember who the hell she put that move on. Let me see. I think it was Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch tried to keep getting her in that armbar. It just didn't work out. And after that, Bayley was in there, and Charlotte was in there, and Charlotte turned her back on Bayley. So that's going to play out a little bit, most likely, on Raw tomorrow night. So, first victory goes to Team Red. Next match was Intercontinental Championship. Like I said, man, Miz is always weaseling his way into stuff. And I really, he was fighting against Sami Zayn. And I wanted to see Sami Zayn go and, win the match or whatever. But they played the whole leg thing. And, the thing was, if Sami Zayn would have won the match, Intercontinental title would have went to Raw. So, there was some good action in the match. Miz worked on the leg a lot, but Zayn got the upper hand finally with the Blue Thunder Bomb. And then Zayn put Miz's own figure 4 on the Miz, man, and he had him in the center of the ring. And Maurice goes over there and rings the damn bell. Ref goes over there like a stupid-ass idiot. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Oh, it was just her cheating and everything. And then idiot rolls up Sami Zayn. So Miz rolled him up from behind to earn the 1, 2, 3 and retain that title. So the championship will stay on SmackDown. And really, that's the way to do it. You have the U.S. title on Raw. You need to keep the Intercontinental on SmackDown. That way my boy Dolph Ziggler can win it back from Miz's cheap ass. Next match was a big-ass match. And like I said, I ain't going to go over all the crap that went down, but I'll point out some of my favorite stuff in it. It was the tag team 10-on-10 elimination match. Raw tag teams versus SmackDown tag teams. What I liked about this, it was if one team's member got pinned, the whole team was done. So if you look at it, Breezango, their asses went out first. Man, they came to the ring with some weird-ass high-cut tank tops with police hats on, looking like the Village People. And they was writing tickets and stuff, man, they just looked goofy and stupid. And here's the thing. Both of them are pretty damn good wrestlers. Like, their gimmick is just freaking horrible. But like I said, they're good wrestlers, man. But, oh, my God, man. It's just like, dude, Tyler Breeze was way cooler in NXT. I mean, he still had the, what is it? Look in my eyes. Do you like what you see? They are so gorgeous. They set you free. You know, that crap. I mean, that was cool, but anyway. One of the big surprises was, man, New Day, they was the second team to get eliminated off Raw. Then the Hot Brothers got eliminated. The Shining Stars, man, Epico and Primo, they had some sweet moves in there. Like I said, two great wrestlers, stupid gimmick, so they went out. American Alpha went out. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, they were whipping ass that night. Heath Slater and Rhino looked really good, too. But finally, it was awesome. It was Enzo and Cass against the Usos. Woo! Damn. They were on fire, man. It was a solid ash ending. Solid finish, man. Oh, wait. Yeah. But Enzo and them, they got put out, man. They got knocked out by the Usos. Hell yeah, Joseph. Ha ha ha. Joseph in the house. What's up, Joseph? I ain't too hyped tonight. If you watching. But hell, man, get some sleep, bro. Joseph said, your voice can put me to sleep. Well, that's good. You take your ass and go to sleep. But anyway, it's all right match. I thought it was solid. Usos got the upper hand on Enzo and Cass. I thought that was real good. And then, damn, dude, let me tell you, Cesaro and Sheamus, man, they something else. Cesaro had one of the Usos in that sharpshooter. And right when, I guess it was Jimmy Uso was maybe about to do a super kick, but out of nowhere, man, bro kick out of nowhere from Sheamus. And they actually won. They pulled that thing off. So I think maybe tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, they're going to get a shot at New Day's Raw Tag Team titles. Next up, the Cruiserweight Championship. Brian Kendrick against Kalisto. You know, I actually kind of like this match, man. There were some good high spots on it. Kendrick's looking good. Now, the stipulation of this match is if Kalisto wins, the whole Cruiserweight division goes to SmackDown, which would be really cool. But, you know, here's the thing. Regardless, the whatever the hell they're calling it, 205 Live or Live 205, you know, 205 pounds or lighter, it don't matter. You know, that show's on Tuesday nights after SmackDown Live. So, you know what, if you buy a ticket to see SmackDown Live, the last hour of the show, you're going to get some Cruiserweight action anyway. Or they may shoot the Cruiserweights before SmackDown, and then they'll just replay the Cruiserweight matches on the WWE Network once SmackDown ends, you know. But anyway, good match overall. Kendrick, he dominated most of the time. He got the Captain Hook submission in, but Kalisto made it to the ropes. Kalisto tried hitting the Selena del Sol, and he was too close to the ropes. Kendrick put foot on the rope. And then all of a sudden, the match was going pretty decent, and then Baron Corbin came in out of nowhere, jumped the ring, hit Kendrick from behind, and then he just laid out, man. Kalisto springboard off the top rope. Baron Corbin caught him in the end of days. And boy, he had a sweet-ass end of days on Kalisto. So, man, when I was telling my boy Hank, I was like, dude, this match was good, but this a waste of a match, man. A total waste of a match with Corbin coming in. But like I said, it doesn't really matter. I mean, Raw, oh, yeah, Raw's got the Cruiserweights. Yeah, what is it, just one match? I mean, really it sucks to be a Cruiserweight because that means they got to go to Raw. Well, you know, some of them got to go to Raw one night of the week, whereas they could have just went to the SmackDown Tuesday night show. You know what I mean? And they just could have done their thing there. Let me give a couple shout-outs, and then I'll move past my Cruiserweights. I want to give a shout-out to Kevin Lang, and he said Goldberg rocked Lesnar. Buckshot says the main event was terrible. And Jeremy, my boy from Blaster Stash, he said, LOL, my man, Goldberg beat the brakes off Brock. That was insane. Well, I thought I was watching Goldberg take out Hugh Morris, man, a.k.a. Bill DeMott, man, from the damn WCW days. It was quick. But back to that SmackDown thing. I mean, it is what it is. I think we'll see who does the announcing, and I'm most likely it's going to be Mauro Ranallo, and I don't even know if I'm saying the guy's name right, but he'll be I would think be commentating the show, hopefully along with Daniel Bryan, because I think Daniel Bryan, just do it like they did with the Cruiserweight Classic. And Kevin Lang said the Raw versus SmackDown match was okay. I mean, it was crazy. It got a little crazy in there. Very interesting for them to book this classic match before the Goldberg-Lesnar match. And Buckshot, man, we're going to get to what Buckshot said. It was so disappointing. I was hoping to see an actual match and all that build-up for nothing. Yeah, well, we'll get to it. It's kind of like one of those things. I mean, me and my boy Jeremy, Trinity Comics, put on better matches on the freaking video game than how they booked the Goldberg-Lesnar match. They booked very safe. They booked very, very safe. So the next up, and I'm going to go over all these matches and give you my 5-star ratings. Got news for you. None of them hit 5-star, but that's another thing. So we had the men's 5-on-5 elimination match, traditional Survivor Series match, Raw versus SmackDown, Team Red versus Team Blue. It was wild because some of the big names were eliminated early. The entrances were really cool. You had a lot of love for AJ. AJ was always getting love, but boy, when Y2J came out, got a lot of love. When Kevin Owens came out, got a lot of love, man. It was awesome. Sami Zayn in early rounds got some love too. But it was a good match. I mean, Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, they were eliminated mainly because them idiots were fighting one another. So that was kind of stupid. And then Ambrose got pulled out of there. Now Braun Strowman was whipping that ass, and they, traditional. You got to go after the big man, so everyone double teamed on his ass. What was cool, they rolled him out. I think it was Rollins and Reigns. No, because they're on Team Raw. I'm getting my teams confused. But anyways, they got his ass rolled out. Who was it? I think it was Wyatt. Yeah, Bray Wyatt and Orton, because Orton came from behind. And gave him an RKO over the German table. I think it was the German table. Yeah. And that kind of laid him out stunned, so they rolled him on the other table, and Shane did the classic Shawn Michaels, getting on the top turnbuckle, jumping all the way across with the elbow drop, breaking Big Braun over the table with the elbow drop. So that was pretty awesome. Shane was in the ring a long time, boy. He looked like Chris Benoit in the 90s, just staying in the ring for like 15 solid minutes, getting his ass just thrown around, getting beat, just like giving the big boys a rest, because all those other wrestlers, boy, they was getting tired, they was getting blown up. That's what they used to say. Warrior was getting blown up because he was running the ring so much. He was tired when he was hitting the ropes. So yeah. Now, what was funny was Braun Strowman was going to get back in the ring, but he somehow couldn't get back in the ring. It's like, what's going on? And we learned that SmackDown's mascot, James Ellsworth, was holding on to his leg. We was just laughing. I was at my house. I was laughing. And, boy, this pissed Braun off. So Braun starts chasing Ellsworth. Ellsworth runs up the ramp, and Ellsworth trips. Poor idiot. Just like in Friday the 13th. Them people that trip, Jason going to catch you. And damn, Strowman caught Ellsworth, man. He tossed Ellsworth off the ramp onto some tables. Woo! He had to feel it. Then he finally went to the back. So, yeah, Owens, he got eliminated because he was disqualified for entering the ring with Jericho's clipboard and list. He started banging it on, I think, AJ, so that eliminated him. Chris Jericho tries to pick up all of his papers. and he just ain't even paying attention. So he gets an RKO out of nowhere from Randy Orton. Now, one of the cool ones, highlight of the match, circa a little bit like Rob Van Dam, but not quite. Rob Van Dam, I think, did it from the turnbuckle. Shane tight-roped it and was going to do his drop kick all the way to Roman in the opposite corner. Roman gets up and spears Shane out of midair, man. Oh, my God. If JR was there, he'd be like, oh, my God. But, man, this was an insane move because both guys, Roman didn't take, Roman did what was it, Halloween Havoc 98, 97, where Goldberg speared the shit out of DDP. But Goldberg, pretty much gave himself a DDT, and he was, like, stunned. Well, dude, Roman gave a spear to Shane. Took Shane out in midair. Now, Shane, the impact hit Shane so hard, Boston Chris will know what I'm talking about. You're supposed to tuck that chin. Now, sometimes you tuck that chin, but it don't matter. If your back is getting slammed hard enough on that damn ring apron, and if you ain't tucking it nice and tight, your head's still going to get slammed back and whiplashed. Shane's fucking head got slammed back and whiplashed. And I think his ass was knocked out. I know it ain't funny, but I mean, like, that's the shit right there, boy. Shane put his ass on the line. He's done it plenty of times before. It's insane, but he did it again, and his ass got knocked. I know his ass probably got a concussion after that. But Roman also, the way Roman speared him, I think Roman took it to the head a little bit on the mat as well. So Roman was probably feeling it a little bit. He had to shake it off, though. Oh, so, they call it the Van Terminator. And usually Rob Van Dam used to do it with putting a trash can in front of a guy. But anyway, the referee, he began counting, but he did not even get to 3 because he declared McMahon was eliminated because McMahon was out of it. McMahon wasn't going to even... It was kind of a weird thing. I mean, they should have just counted regular. Just counted the damn thing. I mean, what the hell, ref? I mean, like, you're going to say, are you okay? Shane, are you okay? And then are you going to count to 3? Fucking A, dude. But see, here was the thing with the whole thing. I don't know if Shane was going to kick out of that spot or not, but the thing about it was both of the guys were stunned. I mean, Shane's head got whiplashed back. Roman just took his head right into the damn mat himself, so they were both stunned anyway. So they got Shane out of there. He needed some help to the back. And while all that was going on, just the leftover guys were still in the ring fighting, which at that time it was, I think it was a 3-on-2. We still had AJ in the ring with the Wyatts, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. So they were still going at it. AJ, thing is, Ambrose came back out because he was pissed, and they had a little Shield reunion. They did the triple power bomb up to AJ. AJ was done. He was out. They rolled his ass in the ring. He got pinned. So then we had Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns against Orton and Wyatt. Now at this time, I like all those guys pretty much. I mean, I'm not the biggest Roman fan, but it ain't Roman's fault that people boo him. It's Vince's fault for trying to pushing him down people's throat when they don't really want Roman. But Vince pushes his ass down people's throat, so it is what it is. I mean, Roman's still a great wrestler. He's got the look. He's got the moves. He doesn't really move them. He ain't no HBK, but so anyway, man, it went on and on and on. Anyway, so Bray had someone. Let me try to remember what the hell was going on here. It was an insane match. Oh yeah. Seth Rollins was going up for a 5-star frog splash on Bray Wyatt, and out of nowhere, Orton caught him with a RKO, which was really sweet. I mean, Orton and Rollins, they got some good history. You remember back in WrestleMania 31, the match with Orton and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins goes for the curb stomp as he was kicking off of Orton's shoulder, boy, Orton got up and like gave him the RKO in midair. It looked like it was awesome. Anyway, so Seth Rollins was out, and then finally the Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton, it was just too much for Roman. And Bray Wyatt hit Sister Abigail for the 1, 2, 3 and final elimination. Now here's the thing. Canada, they just don't like Roman, so it was good, let Bray win. And here's another thing about Bray Wyatt. I mean, here's a guy is going to be your supernatural darkness type heel after Undertaker and Kane. I mean, pretty much he is their supernatural heel. I mean, Undertaker wrestles maybe once or twice a year. Kane is helping the younger generation. He's really not a threat or whatnot on the power rankings. But Bray Wyatt, you got to throw the dog a bone every now and then. So it was excellent to see Bray Wyatt get some love there, So him and Orton got the win. And it gave Team SmackDown their first win of the night. So that was good to see as well. So, well, I take that back. Miz, he cheap-assed his way to another Intercontinental win to keep the belt on SmackDown. So that was good. And then we get to the last match. Everyone is talking about this. It's all over the internet. The 5 moves. 5 moves. Count them. 5 moves. 4 moves on Goldberg's part. 1 move. The 5th move coming from Lesnar. Big hype. Dream match. I mean, video game match. The what if match. What if Goldberg come back? What Goldberg gonna do? So, I'm going to go over the match, and then I'll talk about it. Yeah. Wonder what Paul Heyman's going to say tomorrow. Kelvin says, and Trinity says Brock versus Goldberg 2. It'd really be Brock Goldberg 3, because that shitty match they had back in 2004, it was just a horrible one. And then he said, Chris Buckshot says, he's going to say, my name is Paul Heyman, and my client, Brock Lesnar, was cheated last night at Survivor Series. Yeah, and then he corrected himself. He said 3. But anyway, so they look at each other. Brock picks up Goldberg, brings him all the way back, slams him into the turnbuckle. And what was kind of stupid, the cameraman didn't get like Goldberg's facial expression, which really pissed me off. And I don't know, maybe I was just kind of like amazed at it all, but I didn't see it. I didn't really watch the replays because my phone was buzzing like a crazy phone. People were typing, texting me about the whole match, but I wanted to see if Goldberg had that look where he just kind of looks and shakes it off. You know how Warrior used to just shake shit off, like he was indestructible. But I think that's what must have happened. So the first move of the match, Brock picks up Goldberg, slams him over against the turnbuckles, no effect. That was first move. Goldberg comes back and just shoves Brock Lesnar to the mat. Brock Lesnar looks shocked. He's like, what the hell? What the F? And Brock's kind of like, whoa, okay, he really wants to go then. So before, Brock, right when Brock gets up to his feet, spear! That surprised the shit out of Brock. Brock kind of like rolls around there, gets back up, and he's getting back up, spear! This is where JR goes, oh my God! And then number 5, the 5th move, the jackhammer. Jackhammer looked pretty damn good. I thought Goldberg was pretty nervous putting the jackhammer on. I thought Goldberg, I really wish Goldberg would have held him up there for at least maybe 2 seconds before he dropped him down. Let the blood rush to Brock's head a little bit and then slam him down. But just a nice, good, clean jackhammer. And then it was 1, 2, 3. I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? What the fuck did I just watch? I was like, what? like, in a way, I wanted Goldberg to win the match, but I was telling my boy Hank, it was what, maybe 9:20. I was thinking, I told Hank, and I must have been an idiot, but I said, dude, I hope this match goes 30. I want to see if both of these guys can go 30. Now, I know Brock can go 30. I don't know. You know, Goldberg never did really go 30 very much in WCW or WWE back in the day. I know he went long at the Halloween Havoc where he fought DDP, but I was like, damn, really? No, what? Is this for real? Yeah, I think so, dude. It was insane. Chris Buckshot 33 says it was WWE's version of a Tyson fight. And so here's the thing. 5 moves. Brock got 1 move in. Goldberg shoves Brock, move number 2. 2 spears, 3 and 4. 5th move, jackhammer. I was like, and I did want Goldberg to win. Just because Brock's been kind of an asshole. There was a match where Brock and Dean Ambrose was going at it, and I thought Brock no-sold like an asshole to Dean Ambrose. And look at Ambrose now. I mean, sure, Ambrose won the title, but I mean, like, if Ambrose would have got more offense in back, you know, when he fought Brock, it would have been a lot better. But Brock no-sold for him, and that's just, it is what it is. Brock's a big money draw. He's your Andre the Giant, or your, you know, your guy that you can bring into auto. You know, he's your Rock. You know, bring him in, you draw money because he's a big name guy. He's a legitimate fighter, so he's going to bring money in. So, and what's funny is I think I looked at a while back. I saw the top highest paid superstars. I think Brock was number 2 behind John Cena. And like, look at John Cena. Okay, I know a lot of people don't like John Cena, but John Cena like does the live shows. You know, these are the untelevised shows. He does live events. He does your Raws and SmackDowns, really. I mean, he showed up on Raw to main event Raw in dark matches. Even though he's not on the television program, he'll come out and, you know, they'll have some matches like that. But, and he does all the Make-A-Wish stuff. He is the WWE brand. Brock just comes in and gets paid. So I was told my boy Tony on the phone, I was like, let me tell you something. Brock got paid some money tonight. And, you know, for one, Goldberg and Brock, they're friends. I mean, Goldberg's a big fan of UFC, MMA, mixed martial arts. He loves that stuff. So they're friends anyway. And you know, they probably got paid a shit ton of money to do what they do. And plus, if Goldberg does not decide to wrestle again, I mean, look at that. He's going to get a Legends contract. He'll get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. He'll make some appearances here and there. It's that kind of thing, you know. He's locked in. He's locked in. He's going to get paid for life. So yeah. He also knows. Yeah, he did. He no-sold, and he squashed Randy Orton on Randy's return to PPV. Man, that was fucked up too. And I was really disappointed that did happen. When he did bust open Randy's head, because, you know, that was all part of the angle. But it was kind of cool. Jericho got pissed off and tried to start a fight because he didn't know if that was part of the show. But, yeah, I mean, that at a time when WWE's getting sued for all these concussion lawsuits, and for Brock to literally give Orton a big-ass head wound like that, that's just insane. But you got to think on the other end of the spectrum, that pretty much guarantees Randy Orton is never going to leave that company, because they're always going to have some money for Randy to stay at that company. Otherwise, he'd be like, okay, y'all had me agreed to get my head bust open. Of course, Randy's a smart man. He's going to agree to that shit so he don't get in trouble. You don't want to piss off the bosses. So Randy's guaranteed. He ain't ever going anywhere. He's going to be WWE for life. So, yeah, let's go over all the matches again. Women's match, I'm going to give a 3. Just good. Miz and Sami Zayn, I'm going to give that a 3.5. It was a good match. I don't like Miz, but the Miz is a great heel, great wrestler, good on the mic. The tag team battle, I'm going to give a 4, because that was a lot of good high spots. Damn good action from everyone, except Breeze Dango. I thought them idiots were stupid. Cruiserweights, I'm going to give a 2.5 just because stupid Corbin came in there and messed it up. And I hope he gets in trouble. Oh, what's no-sold? Jeremy, in wrestling, no-sold is like go back in time. Well, it's like, okay, it's like no-sold. You can go with Hogan on no-sold. Back in the day, Mr. Perfect, way better worker than Hogan. Out-wrestle Hogan. I thought Perfect was even better on the microphone than Hogan. No-sold, look, so Perfect, say Perfect punches Hogan, and Hogan just like doesn't, he's not affected by it. He just kind of like shakes his head. You know, it's kind of like nothing can stop me. It's like Superman. You know, you punch Superman, it don't phase him. That's what no-sold means. It means like you try to slam them. You slam them down, but then they get right back up. Like, boom, he's already up again. And, you know, you can look at Undertaker. Undertaker, you know, power bombing through a fucking table. And if Undertaker does the Michael Myers where he just sits up, dead man style, and he's alive, that's kind of no-soul. Just like Buckshot, best move means they take moves but don't show pain or stay down. Yeah, like kind of when Hulk Hogan would Hulk up. And the punches don't hurt, you know. They throw a punch, he blocks a punch. They throw another punch, he blocks a punch. They throw the third punch, he blocks a punch. And then he shakes his finger. And then he points his finger and goes, you! And they throw that fourth punch or whatever. He blocks the punch. He goes, 3 punches. 1, 2, 3. Pushes them into the ropes. You know, Irish whips them into the ropes. They come off the ropes. He gives them the big boot. He points down, looks at the crowd, does the ear thing, and then he does the leg drop. Classic. And, you know, like Buckshot says, Mr. Perfect should have been the champion. It should have been Hogan versus Perfect at WrestleMania 6. Because another no-shower was Ultimate Warrior. And like I said, Ultimate Warrior would blow up before he get the ring. And what blowing up means, remember, Jeremy, in the old school, Warrior used to run down to the ring, man. Run down to the ring as fast as he could. Shake the shit out of those ropes. And those ropes are tight. They lock those things through the turnbuckle ring, and they lock him in tight. So Warrior would be already tired by the time he got in the ring. So how did they do it? So Warrior would do one of those tests of strengths, or, you know, rear headlock, side headlock, chin lock, you know, the resting position, the rest holds, where, you know, we got, you know, it's kind of like when we're playing the wrestling game and we have those long rest holds where we're trying to move the R stick in the proper direction. Well, all that's doing is giving time for the wrestlers to catch their breath, you know. It's really a cool, I really enjoy wrestling. It's just, it's all about, you know, people say it's fake and all this kind of shit, but Chris knows he's had his, oh, I bet Chris has had his bell rung a couple times, getting slammed on that hard-ass mat. But it's more so the in-ring psychology and how you could tell a story with your opponent in the ring that affects the fans. So, yeah, he downloaded that Warrior and he'd fall down every time he taunted. You know, I downloaded a Creator Wrestler on 2K17. I downloaded Rhino. Same thing. Like, in the Creator Wrestler and the moves, they have their taunts, right? But when you do them, they fall down. It's weird. It's stupid. But anyway, the men's match, okay, after the Cruiserweight match, the men's match, I'm going to go ahead and give that a 4. In the last match, I would give it a 2.5, but I'm going to give the final main event, Goldberg-Lesnar, a 3, just on the account it was Goldberg, and it was great to see Goldberg in a match. And Goldberg looked really good. I mean, he didn't have the mass he used to have, but shit, Goldberg still looked fucking great. Did you see that? I think Goldberg has a better physique than Triple H's current physique. You can tell Triple H is a lot of the mass is gone because, you know, he don't take them steroids like he used to. But I thought Goldberg looked great, you know. Yeah, because what is it? It's those steel cables down there, and then it's those 2x4s lined up vertical at first, and then you got the cross 2x4s going across, and then you got a little bit of a mat and a little bit of a spring, but shit, not that much. And then you got your little padding, but yeah, you're still going to hit that wood. If you don't land perfectly parallel on that damn mat, and if you don't tuck that chin in, you're going to be feeling it. But anyway, overall, I'm going to just give the Survivor Series a 3-star rating. It was cool seeing Goldberg get back, and I am glad Lesnar finally got beat, but yeah, I don't know. If I was Goldberg, I probably wouldn't wrestle again, because supposedly he hurt his shoulder on Raw, I guess tossing all them idiots out of the ring. So maybe they even changed it. Maybe they changed it. Maybe they wanted him to go longer, but they were like, you know what? Goldberg's already going to be the winner of this match. Let's not injure the guy by taking him to Suplex City. And it'll actually be pretty cool if Goldberg shows up tomorrow night, or if either of them show up, and one of them will be like, you didn't take me to Suplex City, Brock. Yeah, and Trinity's right. Goldberg still, he does MMA style training, which is really good to stay in shape, mixed martial arts and stuff like that. First suplex you take wrong will make you appreciate what wrestlers go through every night, because Buckshot actually trained to do wrestling, pro wrestling. Farthest I ever got was not paying money to go to wrestling school because it was too expensive, and my family, my aunt and my dad didn't want me to do it, so I didn't do it. We had a small, really just shitty one. It was called Texas Championship Wrestling, and it didn't last but maybe 3 or 4 years. I can't even find any websites about it anymore. The websites, of course, sucked back then, but one of my guys that I went to school with, he was a tall guy, maybe about 6'3", pretty big old boy. Not jacked or anything, but just a big guy. He did it, and I was gonna go do a battle royal and be known as the Masked Assassin. I had a Juventud Guerrera luchador mask, Hoovy, and I was gonna go down at the ring with a Mexican flag draped over me and just start spouting off "Viva la Raza," shit like that, and try to pretend I was Hispanic or whatever. But it never came to fruition because I never wanted to pay for wrestling school. Oh, man. Yeah, give me some likes, man. We're fixing to end the show. I need some thumbs up, baby. And, hey, if any of y'all aren't subscribed right now and you're big wrestling fans, after every WWE pay-per-view, and I really need to start doing the NXT takeovers, but I did a comic auction last night with 27 live viewers for 11 Legends live auction. 27 live viewers, man. Dude, I thought it was 2012 to 2014 Great Legend Show numbers. But I just want to thank all y'all for coming out, watching the WWE, or actually listening to the WWE Survivor Series 2016 review. Like I said, maybe I'll start doing some NXT takeovers. I know Samoa Joe beat Shinsuke Nakamura, but I really would have. I need to go back and watch the revival against Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and watch the match with Glorious Bobby Roode. Man, I need to watch that. I bet that the NXT matches are phenomenal. But I want to thank everyone for coming out. Let me go over my cast of characters in the chat room again. Nathan Banks, man, thank you so much for showing up, brother. Joseph, the guy that kind of said your voice can put me to sleep, LOL. Go screw yourself. Kevin Lang, Goldberg rocked Lesnar. Thanks, Kevin, for showing up, dude. Buckshot 33, Buckshot Chris, always a sight to see. I'm glad you're making some more videos out there. Trinity Comics, my brother from Blast It or Stash It, boy. Let me tell you something. Trinity whips at my ass all the time in 2K17. And Trinity, I haven't seen my last ass whipping from you. We need to get back into that game one of these days. Maybe if we're not busy with family this week. And, man, I just want to thank y'all again for coming out watching the show, man. Y'all were awesome. Can you go back and just watch the matches you want? You know what? On the network, it's wild, man. You asked me about this one time, and what's stupid is I don't think they have chapter select on there. I think you'll just have to, fast forward. I mean, you could try, But you asked me one time about going back and watching some of them Chris Benoit matches. Like WrestleMania 20 when Benoit won the world title. You can go back and you can watch the Benoit stuff, but his name won't show up. So you got to like just watch and fast forward, I guess. Buckshot says 2K17, so much fun. It's a great game. I know Spectacular Spider Grandpa has it. Me and Jeremy have it, but we got ours on Xbox One, so I don't know, man. Buckshot, I think you got PS4, but I mean, at least you can go whip up on LP for us, make LP feel it. But hell, if Buckshot, if you ever get that. Oh, look, Joseph, visit my channel, watch Live HD. He got WWE Survivor Series 2016 now, and he says it's not fake. So Joseph in the house, man. Joseph. Let me check out Joseph here. Joseph, he does. Joseph's playing that WWE Survivor Series live right now on his channel. Trying to get them. Hopefully, you know, you got 0 subs right now, so that probably means you're going to get shut down. But Joseph, go forth and get shut down, fella. But anyway, I want to appreciate every one of y'all coming out. We had about 10 live viewers tonight, which was really good. And go throughout the week. I want all y'all to have a great Thanksgiving week. Glory be to God who gave us the freedoms and the stuff we have. You know, he's the reason we live. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. I went to church today, and it was good. I ain't been in a while, so it was kind of good that I got back in there. But, so, yeah, have a good week. Fellowship with the family. Watch some football. Cowboys 9-1, but I ain't riding. I ain't jumping on no bandwagon. My Broncos are it's their bye week. I just don't want Romo. I don't want Romo coming to no Broncos. You know, Romo needs to get away, man. I don't want him on there. But I want all y'all to have a great week. Maybe tomorrow night we may have a Great Legends show tomorrow night live here on the Great Legends show. And I'm going to show about 4 or 5 packages that I got. I know I got a big-ass haul of Superman Adventures, possibly 1 through 60. I'm not sure. Slowly but surely, I'm working through. I got replacements for Batman. God, I want to say Batman Gotham Adventures 5 and 6, the one with Mr. Freeze and Deadman. Hopefully, I got some near-mint copies this time of those because I sent the others back for a refund. Then I need to concentrate on getting the rest of my Batman Gotham Adventures. And then I got to get my Batman Adventures Volume 2 finished up. Thank God that series was only like 19 or so issues because they're higher priced. And then I got my Superman stuff done. And then I'll be working on my Justice League animated adventure comic books. And Romo, he will be good. I did tell Hank, I said, I don't want him because I just don't want Broncos to spend the money on a fragile QB. But shit, old Simeon, who's their QB now, he's good, but he's fragile. And then their backup guy's really good. But so if they can get Romo, I mean, they'll have Romo and 2 great backups. But Simeon's playing great right now. I mean, they're 7-3, I believe. So they doing good. Buckshot for Fantastic Four. There is a series that I have that I'm watching on eBay. And it's not a high priority. It's a series. Damn it. Okay, let me look on my phone and I'll give you the name of the series. It's a cheap one. It's not big money or anything. It's and you know, I need to go back and go through there. I saw some variants that Alex the Comic Quarter had, and these were one variant I don't think I've got. I mean, so there's some variants in issue or volume 3 and 4, I believe I do not have. There is a where's that damn book? I thought I was watching it. Damn it. You know what? Maybe it's not on there anymore. Let me do ended. Yeah, it's called Fantastic Four Domination. It's a 4-part run. It's looks to be like maybe, dude, love it. Looks like 90s artwork. One of them has Blastar on the cover, I think. He looks good. Beautiful covers. It's It's wild. It says Domination Factor, Fantastic Four. There's number 1.1, number 2.2. No, what is this? 2.3. So it's 1.1, 2.3, 3.5, and issue 4.7. Some weird numbering. So I don't know if the Domination Factor was a big arc within a bunch of storylines or not. But it's a 4-part mini that I don't have. So that's about it. Popeye, there's one I've been watching. It's a good high grade. It's a 4-color. It's a Popeye and Wimpy comic. Because I'm trying to get anything that's 4-color that's Popeye. So I think there was maybe 6 of them. And maybe there was a couple Sweet Pea solo books. But yeah, they're books that, that I can pick up on the cheap. But really just trying to focus on back issues for the DC animated comics like Batman Adventures, Superman Adventures, Justice League Adventures. Try to get all of those. And then after I get all of those, go through anything current that I have in my long boxes. You know how Chaz has a lot of books that he's not got sorted or whatnot. Well, I have a lot of books like that, but I have to read those books and then I sort the books. So I've got books from over 2 years ago that I still haven't read. Once I get those read, that's when I'll, get them sorted through. But I've got 5 new long boxes. Of course, not long boxes. There's a short drawer boxes. One drawer box got P on it. Don't ask me how it happened, but it happened. P on a box. Comics weren't affected, but I don't like the yellow stain in the bottom right corner. So one drawer box is destroyed. So I have 4 new drawer boxes, which I'll probably put in the closet. And I don't know what I'll put in there. I could put my the animated stuff in there. I've already got 3 CGC short boxes, which are probably going to be packed. But I do have 3 more CGC, or maybe 2 more CGC short boxes. But dude, when you fill those 25 to 30 CGC or CBCS or PGX, you fill them cases up. Woo! Them books is heavy. Now, Trinity says he wants the JL, the Justice League Darkseid War Arc from New 52. Isn't it insane, Jeremy? It's insane. Folks on eBay want them crazy prices for books that just came out last year. That's bullshit, man. I'm with you. I hate shit like that. But I think what happened as well with DC, they were in the process of getting Rebirth out. At the same time, they were in the process finishing up the New 52 stuff because they wanted the original volume, the New 52 volume, to go to 52 issues. So, I don't know if that got in the way of print run, or maybe there was some shortages, but that's the thing, and Chris knows what it's all about. He needs to do some reorganizing this weekend. Currently, I have maybe 1 stack of comics in the bedroom. I've got 3, count them 3, and all these other damn things I haven't opened. About 3 long boxes in the dining room, all unsorted books. And then I have maybe 10 boxes that are just from Lone Star Comics that have been unopened from last year. Just subscription service stuff, So, yeah, it's a lot to go through, and then I got to do it all by date because I'm reading by the date I got the invoice. So, I have to kind of find the date I'm on and read those, and then bag and board, and it's a chore. But as long as I know what volumes I have, like Action Comics, I got Detective, Superman, Batman and Robin, what else? What's another Batman? I got Batman 66, I got all these volumes I know I have. So as long as I remember the volume and, get these boxes in order and make some room in the boxes, to know how many I could fit in there, I could space them out. But it's really crazy. You gotta really plan ahead, otherwise your boxes will fill up and it's gonna be hell getting everything the way you want them. So definitely got to do that. I need to go through any graded book. I've got 3 slabs I need to open and just put in normal Mylar and halfbacks because they're books that I want to be able to read, even though one's a 9.8, one's a 9.4. And Jeremy, I'm going to help you set that up. We need to go through that shit, Jeremy, you know, November 23rd. Oh my God, there's some good shit coming out. I'm gonna have to tell y'all about this on a Great Legend Show because I don't want anyone to miss this book series. I'm gonna let you know. Okay, November 23rd is the last day to pre-order your books, your pool for Lone Star Comics. So you got to get them in by November 23rd. I can kind of walk you through it on our Hangout chats, but definitely I'll help you do that. Just try to write a list down of all the books that are currently on your pool, and then that way when you search them in the previews, you know, you get the previews catalog. Well, Lone Star Comics has a pre-orders section, and it'll take you to a online version of the previews catalog. It's not as cool, you know. You know, sometimes you're lucky to get a cover picture, but at least you get the title of the book. And there's a section for first issues. You know, if you're interested in first issues, like my buddy William Thorg, you can just click that link and it'll show you every first issue that's coming out. You can, you know, Jeremy's a big DC guy, so you don't care about any of the other stuff. You can just say, okay, show me only DC books. So yeah, what you got, you order them by the 23rd. This is the month to do previews, November previews. So anything you get for your November previews are the books that are going to be coming out in January. So you count up 2 months. So order of November, you're getting January's books. So 2 months ahead of time. So it's like December, January. You get January's books. That's pretty much how that works. Then once December comes, you can do the standing order generator, and you can say, okay, I want to order all the titles that I ordered from November. You click that button and boom, they all pop up. And then, of course, if you have the search parameters like big, you know, they may add some stuff, so you got to uncheck the box. But that way you'll get your preview books ordered for December, which will come in February. So really cool. But here's the thing. You have to do this every month. You have to do it yourself. You have to go through every month and make sure you do it before the deadline. If you order past the deadline, you don't get the 35% off discount. So Lone Star Comics, though, very good. If they ever do screw your books up, I already got my replacements on the way. So they're easy to work with, and they'll usually reimburse you for when you have to ship stuff back. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. But tomorrow night, in the evening, I will be doing a Great Legend show. I know I don't want it to conflict with the Chatting Dead. Check out Rebel Comics for the Chatting Dead tomorrow night. Maybe I may go after the Chatting Dead. I don't want to step on anyone's toes by going live like that, but I do want to get my video Great Legend show out because I haven't done one lately to show some of the new books I got. So anyways, fans, thank you so much for watching the WWE Survivor Series 2016 PPV review here on the Great Legend Show. Thanks for sticking around into the overtime to let me talk comics with two of my good buddies, Buckshot Chris, Buckshot 33, and my good buddy Jeremy, my brother, Trinity Comics. Y'all have a great one. This is the Great Legend saying peace out. God bless.